Hello darlings and welcome back to my channel. It's about that time again for another episode of Scent Talk where I discuss my weekly fragrances, how they performed, and overall if I'm going to keep them in my collection. So without further ado, let's get into season 2, episode 3 of Scent Talk. Okay, you guys, so in this episode of Scent Talk, I'm going to go over not only what I wore for the week, but also what I am sampling. So I have 3 perfumes that we're going to also talk about. And the first one would be Ralph Lauren's Beyond Romance, Flowerbomb Midnight from Viktor and Rolf. And I also picked up a sample from Dillard's of Burberry Her Intense. I have been getting recommendations on trying this Burberry Her Intense. You guys, I was really excited to try it, and I definitely had some thoughts and first impression on this Burberry Her Intense. So let's get right into these fragrances that I wore for this past week. Okay, you guys, so this first perfume that I actually wore, I did wear it 2 days in a row because I was having a little bit of a sweet tooth and I wanted to go sweet. So I did pick up one of my perfumes from the house of Juicy Couture and I picked up Viva La Juicy Sucre. Now, this is right now the sweetest perfume that Juicy Couture has. She has notes of vanilla, whipped cream, cacao, and almond cream. So she's definitely a very sweet, gourmandish perfume. I wouldn't really say like this one is as sweet as Pink Sugar because honestly, you guys, I think Pink Sugar is sweet as it gets. I don't have any perfumes in my collection that is as sweet as Pink Sugar, but she's definitely sweet, but she's also very nice, you guys. So I did go in with this, I went in with this Viva La Juicy Sucre. I did kind of spray a little heavy. I did have to go in with about 8 sprays. It lasted me my whole work shift. I have not picked up this perfume in a while, so I wanted to go ahead and retry and test her to see if I wanted to keep her. But honey, she's definitely staying in my collection. I'm not going to get rid of this, and to be honest with you, I think I would rather get rid of Pink Sugar than this one, okay? Because Pink Sugar does have like that burnt smell to it. It's smoother, it is sweet, but you can definitely smell that vanilla, and also you can pick up the white floral of jasmine in this one. So that is why I really do like this one. Like I said, I didn't receive any compliments, but that is okay because sometimes it does happen where you don't receive compliments, honey, but that is okay because sometimes you wear these fragrances for your own benefit, honey. Even though getting compliments do make you feel better about your perfume sometimes, when you smelling this good and you just sweet and indulgent, it really doesn't matter if you get a compliment. But she's definitely a very sweet and pretty perfume. You just spray one to the chest and you're good to go after your bedtime shower. You spray this on you, honey, you will smell good getting in the bed, okay? Guys, I did wear it, but then after I got off work, I did take me a shower and I just sprayed one more spray to the chest. So again, I did go in with my Viva La Juicy Sucre. Okay, you guys, so this next perfume that I actually wore, I wore this one for a couple of days as well, and I have not picked this one up literally since last summer. Every time I go in my drawer and I see the box, I said I'm going to wear it, but I never pick it up. If I am looking at this box and I haven't picked it up, maybe because I'm not feeling it, or obviously I have not been feeling the perfume or even been in the mood to even try it, but I keep looking at it. So that's letting me know maybe it's time to get rid of it. But you guys, I did pick up my Gucci Guilty Perfume. This is the Eau de Parfum. I believe this was released either in the beginning of 2019 or summer of 18 all the way until maybe the beginning of 19 is when this was released, if I can recall. You guys, I did pick this up almost right around the time it was released. I loved it when I first smelled it, so that's why I went ahead and picked it up. So let me go ahead and give it a spray. Yeah, so when I actually sprayed this.
Here, let me smell it.
So what do you think?
It smells nice.
It smells nice. Does it smell like the Gucci Guilty that you have?
It has a similar scent.
It has a similar scent?
Yeah.
Do you like this one on me? This one, huh?
Yes, I do.
And you like 90% of the perfumes that I have in my collection, correct?
Yes, I do.
So how would you describe Gucci Guilty Perfume?
Got a little bit of freshness. But it smells very nice, and I like it.
Really pretty. It does have patchouli as well. But are you picking up any like powderiness to it?
Yes, a bit.
It is very powdery.
I'm thinking this is more like sundress wear.
Sundress wear. Not receive any compliments except for the hubby saying that he really likes it. But this is definitely a pretty scent. It is more for a casual type of wear. I wouldn't wear this as a regular everyday type of scent, even though I did actually wear it. The only thing about this perfume, it is a little weak when it comes to the lasting power. With about 4 to 6 sprays, you only get a couple of hours. Now, once it dries down, it does dry down and have a patchouli base. So you're just left with like powder and patchouli, but it's more of a skin scent. So that is what I got out of this Gucci Guilty. So as of right now, I don't know if I want to keep her. I may put her in the next declutter sale, you guys. Even though it's a pretty scent, I have another one that smells a little bit better than this one. So I'll ask you, hubby, do you think I should keep this? Yay or nay? Should I pass it on or should I keep this?
You should keep.
I should keep? Okay, so the hubby has decided, so I guess I'm gonna have to keep her. But if you guys do have this Gucci Guilty Perfume, comment down below and let me know your thoughts, because I'm really interested to know what you guys think. And if you have this, comment down below for others to tell them about this perfume as well. So verdict is in, she's staying in my collection, and I did go in with this Gucci Guilty Perfume. Okay, you guys, so this last perfume that I did pick up, I have not shown this on my channel yet. I did share this on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, honey, you're missing out, because I am featuring a lot of these perfumes that I'm talking about and also perfumes that I picked up. Now, in my Valentine's Day haul, I did not show this one, okay, because I picked this up before I actually picked up the ones that I showed in my haul. But this one is from Tom Ford, and I am absolutely falling in love with Tom Ford fragrances. Now, I did show you guys the Tom Ford, the Eau de Soleil Blanc, you guys, and that one is really, really fresh and coconutty, but this one is a whole different type of scent, okay? And this was recommended to me by one of you guys, and I do appreciate it, because I do listen to what you guys ask me to sample and also to try. And honey, I am so glad that I did try it, because I fell in love with it. And it is Tom Ford's Metallique, you guys. This perfume is so, so nice. So this is one that I actually wore over the weekend, and you guys, let me go ahead and give her a spray. Okay, so this one is a very unique scent, and I would definitely have to say that this is considered unisex, and I am really liking this one, okay?
Let me check that out.
That's the Tom Ford Metallique.
Yeah, that smells very good.
Yeah.
Powdery vanilla.
Would you consider that as being unisex?
Yeah, it could be for male or
Yeah. Would you wear it?
yes, I would. That has a fresh scent to it.
Yes, it does. It's very nice. It almost smells like a freshly washed, freshly pressed t-shirt. That's what I get from Metallique. This is an eau de parfum, and I did only pick this up in the 50 ml, and now I'm regretting that I got it in the 50 ml, honey, because hubby likes it too. So you would actually wear this?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So what was the Tom Ford that you really liked?
Tom Ford. I want to smell like leather. Oh.
Ombre leather.
Yeah,
Ombre leather. He really likes ombre. It's fire. You like that? He really likes ombre leather, so that may be one that I may pick him up. Yeah. I might get that for you since you like that one. So yes, this Tom Ford Metallique, you guys, it is a really, really nice scent. Like the hubby said, he would consider it as a unisex perfume, and I totally agree. I think a male or a female can get away with this. Even though it has a powdery vanilla, it still can be considered really, really nice for either sex, you guys. So as you heard him speak and say that he really likes it, but he really likes ombre leather. For me, I wouldn't wear ombre leather. That's very masculine, but hubby loves it, so that might be when I'll pick him up. The only thing about this one, it did not last that long, especially on the skin. I went in with 4 sprays, and it literally only lasted me about 2 hours. I was a little disappointed with that. By it being a Tom Ford fragrance, I would have just thought it would have lasted a little bit longer, and this is an eau de parfum, so I was a little bummed by that part. I didn't get the lasting power that I wanted, but I'll tell you, I wore this twice, 2 days in a row, and the next time I wore it, I did 4 sprays. I did one in the front, one in the back, and one on each wrist, and then I actually did one on the front and one on the back. So you guys, I wore a t-shirt and some high-waisted jeans and some boots, honey, and you guys, this is like a everyday type of casual scent, but it's really, really nice. You guys, I was able to smell it longer when I actually sprayed it on my clothes. To me, it actually smells better on clothing than it smells on the skin, but the skin kind of helps bring out the other notes, but when you spray it on the clothes, it stays linear. So I was able to smell that powdery vanilla scent. On the skin, it gives off a little bit more of a sparkling type of scent. But you guys, this is so, so nice. Again, I did go in for 2 days in a row with my Tom Ford Metallique. Okay, you guys, so now I'm going to move on to the samples. And this first sample that I am actually going to go over with you guys is the Burberry Her Intense. Now, I've heard great things about it, so I did go ahead and get a sample of it while I was at Dillard's. I didn't buy it right on the spot. You guys, I have reasoning for why I didn't, okay? This Burberry Her Intense, I hear is very comparable to Baccarat Rouge 540, but you guys, I don't know because I have not smelled Baccarat Rouge yet. I'm definitely going to try to give me a sample of that perfume because I'm very interested to know, honey, just how these other perfumes do compare. Okay, and also another comparable would be Ariana Grande Cloud. So I did hear that one was very similar as well. So I'm definitely going to get me a sample, but let me go ahead and spray this Burberry Her Intense. Okay, so what my impressions of this Burberry Her Intense is very, very rich and sweet on the berries. It's way stronger than the original Burberry Her. I did actually spray it before I went to bed, and my husband also said it was a berry scent. He can definitely pick up the berries in it as well. It's my first impression of this perfume after wearing it overnight is that it stayed linear. Like, it did not change at all. All I could smell was just the very heavy berries and a little bit of the benzoin. Now, benzoin is in product candy, and I absolutely love product candy. I almost got the same type of vibe in the dry down. Berries was like sitting on top of the benzoin. So the perfume did not change at all. I was a little disturbed by that because I got tired of smelling berries. The first initial spray, I actually did like it. I said, oh, okay. I do understand why people do like it because it is a beautiful berry scent. But for me, my nose and my palate, honey, I got tired of smelling those berries. It's definitely still a pretty scent, but it's not something that I will pick up right away. Or even if I will pick it up, I don't know. But I do really enjoy the Burberry Her Original because it has many facets to it. You can smell the citruses in it. You can smell the florals in it. I really love that, but I also love how the perfume changes over time. But when it comes down to this Burberry Her Intense, it's not something that I would actually want to add to my collection because I do love the original more. And that is my impression on the Burberry Her Intense. So on to the next one. Okay, you guys, so this next one that I picked up and I tried and sampled was Ralph Lauren's Beyond Romance. Now, this is the newest release from Ralph Lauren, and I do already have Midnight Romance, which I absolutely love. That's season specific to me, so I didn't want to buy a full bottle because I know I wasn't going to really run through it. So I did go in to try this Beyond Romance. So I'll definitely give it a spray, and then I'll give you guys my first impression. Wow. Okay, you guys, before I even put this up to my nose, I'm definitely getting a blast of raspberry. I don't even have the notes in front of me. I really don't know what's in it. I will have to look at my notes, but you guys, I'm just going off what kicks up to me and also what I smell when I spray this at night. So definitely picking up a raspberry. Raspberry and vanilla. That is what I really, really get out of this. You guys, I can definitely smell the powder and musk through this. Okay, so it is kind of similar to Midnight Romance, but you guys, it's a little bit sweeter. So this is like a soft, sweet, musky raspberry is what I really get from this. Now, I do really like this, okay? This is a nice everyday type of wear perfume. It's soft. And also, I do believe I'm picking up rose. Yes, I'm really smelling rose. This is a type of scent to me. It's a raspberry rose, like a raspberry vanilla musky rose. And this kind of reminds me of Giorgio Armani's Because It's You. You guys, that one is a raspberry rosy scent as well. But that one in the middle, the rose is too heavy. I love the first initial blast of raspberry and I love the dry down, but I'm not a real huge fan of the middle. And this kind of put me in the mind frame of that Because It's You. And you guys, I actually do prefer the soft powderiness of this one, guys, over that one. So that may be one that I may put into the next declutter sale because I have really not picked that one up, even though that's not one that I've actually wore this week, but that's what it reminded me of. So that may be what I'll pick up and I'll actually spray and wear it to see if I still want to keep it, because you guys, I want to turn over these fragrances because I want to add a lot more, and honey, I don't have a lot of room left. And I have already recorded my storage, perfume storage, and how I store my perfumes. You guys, I just have to edit that, but that's definitely coming, honey. So please be patient. I'm going to get it to you guys, but I'm also working on these fragrances that I'm wearing. So with that being said, that Beyond Romance is very, very nice. That may be something, you guys, that I am really contemplating on picking up. Definitely love, love, love the scent, the rose and the raspberry. They mix together very, very nicely. I was able to still smell it when I woke up in the morning, and when it dried down, I definitely smelled like a rosy musk. So it was a skin scent, but it was a beautiful, alluring type of scent. So Beyond Romance is a soft, sweet raspberry, rose, and musk. So I really, really do love that for every day. That may be something that will be perfect for this spring coming up. So I may pick that one up, honey. So I am really, really digging that Beyond Romance. So she may be added to my collection next. And that is my first impression of Beyond Romance from Ralph Lauren. Okay, you guys, so last but not least, my last sample is of Flowerbomb Midnight. You guys, I have been wanting to try this for so long, so I finally decided to get me a sample. I actually did spray and wear this out. Guys, let me go ahead and give her another spray. And as you can see, my sample is almost gone because I literally went through this whole sample. So honey, if I'm going through a whole sample, you kind of already know what that means, right? So yes, I went through the whole sample. She is completely empty. I just sprayed the last drip that I had in that little sample onto this paper. Okay, so what I get from this Flowerbomb Midnight is heavy peony. Now, it's a little bit spicy. It kind of reminds me of Dolce Peony, but to me, this is a better scent than Dolce Peony. Dolce Peony kind of went just a little tad bit masculine on me, especially with the bergamot being really, really heavy and prominent with that peony. I just really kind of didn't like that. The peony in this is really, really nice. Also, peony in Gucci Flora Eau de Parfum, I get the same vibe with the peony. With that being said, honey, this peony is so nice. It does have fruity notes of pomegranate. This Flowerbomb Midnight, to me, I wouldn't really call it like midnight, like it's a nighttime perfume. I believe that it's still like a daytime scent with a little bit of spice to it. So I really, really loved it. I've received a couple of compliments on Flowerbomb Midnight. So I said, I have to get me a bottle of that. I absolutely love it. So that was my first impression on Flowerbomb Midnight. We'll just have to see if I'm going to pick her up, honey. That was my first impression, and I really, really enjoyed the Flowerbomb Midnight. Okay, you guys, so this does conclude season 2, episode 3 of Scent Talk. Comment down below and let me know if you have any of these perfumes that I mentioned in this episode of Scent Talk. I love to read you guys' comments, and also comment for others that's reading the comments. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.